Okay, hello. So the new machine support have been out, and I've been playing this deck for a while. Been testing with the ratio and the extra decks and the other stuff. And this is the deck list that I find to be the kind of the best version that I find. So I will be talking about the deck, the combos, the interactions, and how you go second, and other options of the deck. So, let's get into the main deck. So, for the main deck, I play 3 Keyframe, 1 Unclassed Spell, 1 Fortress, 1 Citadel, 1 Reinforce, and then 3 Redeployment, and then 1 Overdrive. So, kind of a standard setup or standard ratio. So after the new support, a single gear frame becomes a 1 card combo, and yeah, and that is a really good thing that happens. So that happens. So yeah. And then for the train, the new support, we have the free blue traveler, 1 bullet train, 1 Derrick Kane, 1 Babel Decker, 1 flying Pegasus, and then 3 exceptional schedule and 2 urgent schedule, along with a revolving switchyard. So with the new support, blue traveler basically can search out the field. The field was always broken, but we cannot search for it. But after the new support, so basically we have access to one of the most busted field spell of the Yu-Gi-Oh! And then the second effect is a 1 per duel effect to target a Earth Machine, a different Earth Machine in the graveyard. If I remember correctly, you can target another blue traveler, and then you can special summon both to the field. So it is a very nice card. It is like the best new support of the Earth Machine in general. And then with the new card Babel Decker is basically when it's normal special summon, you can special summon a Earth Machine from your hand, and then if your opponent activate a card or a monster effect in this turn, you can exceed summon using only this card to a rank 10. So a really good card. And then exceptional schedule is basically it can add urgent schedule and then create a token in your opponent field, so you can activate urgent schedule in the in your own turn. So basically this is a 1-card starter. And then its second effect is that you can banish it as a cost to target a level 10 Earth Machine in your graveyard or banish. And then you can send a card from your field to the graveyard, and then you can special summon it. Basically, it's a wonderful card. Like, the reason why I play 2 Urgent Schedule is because it is the best card, one of the best cards when going second. And if you hard draw it and you copy of exceptional schedule, you can activate this card to search for a second copy, create a token, use 1 copy to combo, and then you can set 1 copy. You can banish exceptional schedule to send this card from the field to the graveyard to revive a level 10. If this set card is sent to the graveyard, you can search for a level 10 machine monster. So basically this card can search for casual, but normally you want to search for extenders, for example, like Derrick Kane or Bullet Train. And there can be some time you will search for Citadel. So basically these are the new cards. And the new cards are all very strong. And that is the train part. And then for the infinite track, 1 harvester, 1 brutadozer, 1 trencher, 1 tunneler, and then 3 heavy forward. I try to play a minimal number of Infinite Track because it basically just help with the combo. It doesn't help you with going second. Very good. So I would not recommend playing more. I mean, the only card you want to play more is the Harvester. So that's that. I mean, I was playing 2 copies of Harvester, but I think playing 1 is okay, so I only play 1. So that is for the Infinite Track, and then for the Future Fusion package, I play 1 Future Fusion Nova, and then 3 Future Fusion Nova, and then 1 Cyber Dragon. This card is basically a 1 card FTK, so playing, and it is the best card when going first because it can beat Draw or Nibiru. So it is a very powerful card. You can find some FTK lines on the internet. So yeah. And then for the Earth Machine tech card, we have 1 Scrap Recycler. This card is the best normal summon of the deck, and after the new train support, you can utilize its second effect very easily. And then 1 box, the must play card after the new support, 1 Gizmek, and then 2 Convex Knight, 1 Regulus, and then 1 Clockwork Knight. With Convex Knight, you can play 3 Convex Knight, but I find it to be a extender is not a 1 card combo, and usually you can search it out very easily. So I think playing 2 is fine because you can search it with Box, you can search it with Gigan X, you can search it with, I mean, a lot of things. So I think playing 2 is okay. And copy of Regulus, copy Clockwork Knight because it is required for some combo, and with the new support you can discard it very easily. So I'm playing it 1. And for the non-engine, there's quite a kind of a what I'm thinking about. What is one of the reasons why I push for a 60 card deck list. So 3 Full Loss, 3 Ash Blossom, 2 Drawn Lockbird, 3 Droplet, 2 Crown, 3 Thrust, 1 Talent, and then 1 Call by the Grave. So Full Loss is the best card when going second, not doubt. And then Ash to protect from Full Loss. Drawn Lockbird is basically because a lot of decks around I'm playing against on not really good against draw, so I'm playing it. And 3 Droplet because the deck is very compatible with droplets. Crown is one of the, I mean, I can say is a very good card with Earth Machine because you can easily OTK your opponent with the Liebe with Crown. So I'm playing at 2. It's a decent card going first. So yeah, 3 Thrust because if we got hit with hand traps, we get a combo. We're gonna activate Thrust to set Overdrive to summon Citadel, and Citadel is basically a nuke. And then Thrust can search out for talents, or if you're going second, you can search for exceptional schedule. So basically it is a game changer card when going second. And then 1 talent because I think talents is very strong. So I play 1 call by for all of the hand traps that I'm scared of. So that is the main deck lineup. So basically a 60 card deck list. So yeah. And then talking about the extra deck, 1 Clockwork Knight, 1 Goliath, 1 Genius, 1 Ballista, and then 1 Anger Knuckle. All of these are mandatory, so you have to play them. So, and then for the extra deck, 1 Exceedson, 1 Gigan X, 1 River Stormer, 1 Vimana, 1 flying launcher, one number 81, and then two Gustav Max, one Leobear, one Rocket, and then one Cyber Eternity Dragon. This I will go around these cards. So with the Clockwork Knight, you usually make it with the Scrap Recycler, because you can revive Scrap Recycler back to send another machine from deck to graveyard. Goliath is a very nice Link 1. Genius is important for the combo and when going second. Ballista is for the combo, and Angonoko is for the combo. So that is a quick explanation of the deck. And then Gideon X allows us to utilize the Machina, Desert Earth Machine, a Monster Negate. I will be talking about this card more. So Flying Launcher, basically a combo, end board, and then for the FTKs I play two Gustav Max, and then OTK with Leobear. So basically I got the signature from Team Samurai X. He visited my country, so I got an autograph. So yeah, very happy about it, to be honest. Usually I'm playing with my friends. I'm FTK with you with my idol sign card, so it's quite a fun card. One Rocket as an end board, and Eternity for the combo. So with Fiend Mana, you can cut it out for a third Gustav Max for an easier FTK, or you can play a Zeus in case you if you want to go second, a better matchup going second. But Fiend Mana, this is the card that you can cut very easily. I would recommend playing the third Gustav Max if you want to go all into the FAK line. So yeah, this guy is basically like sometime I'm not really in a good situation, like if my opponent hand trapped me 2 or 3 times, I just use Scrap Recycler with Infinite Track Harvester to make the mana. And this is a decent good card as a Monster Negate and an attack manipulator. And then for the side deck, I have 2 Purulia, the Shadow package that we will have in Terminal World 3. So this is basically what we substitute the Cyber Dragon engine with when going second. 3 Future Fusion Nova with 3 Shadow Fusion, 1 Cyber Dragon with Shadow Genius, and then 1 El Shadow Mesharel. So basically this is a very good engine. So because if you use Shadow Fusion to send your Machina and then a Earth Machine, and then you make this card, if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 monster your opponent control. Neither player can activate that monster effect. And so basically this is a Liger out, or this card is a way to deal with your opponent boss monster. And if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon back a shadow monster. And this is a level of Earth 4 Earth Machine, which is very convenient for the summon of Gideon X or the our Link monsters. So this is a great engine when going second. So, and another card I play for going second is Magical Hound. This card is wonderful when going against like face up a spell trap card. Like you have a matchup against the Radiant Typhoon, you can target the trap card to bounce it back to the hand. If you're going against Orcus, you can activate it to bounce back the field. So this is like a really good card when going against good matchup. And then another Urgent Schedule, another Crown, 1 Lightning Storm, and 1 Duster to clear the back row. And then 1 Anti-Spell, 1 Rivalry, and 1 Skill Drain. So this thought you can play like a free solo because the deck is kind of vulnerable against board breakers that you cannot respond to. For example, like Dark Ruler no more or Super Bully. So if against like I know my opponent playing like a Dark Ruler no more or a dropless, I would say you just play Solemn Judgment, or if with the Blazing Dominion support, Solemn Report. That card is very good. So yeah, and that is my deck list. So I'm going to talk about a few of the tricks that I have discovered when playing with the deck. So the first of all is that with a few cards, with for example like the gear frame or the recycler, I was playing 2 gear frame, but then I goes back to 3 because sometimes I think that gear frame is not a really good normal summon when going first. But the more I play, the more I realize is that this card is wonderful when going second, because you can normal it to it's really good when you have like an urgent schedule in your hand. So you can normal summon gear frame to add unclass back to summon, effect to send. With the new train support, you want to utilize your level 10 Earth Machine, so I would send Citadel. And then with these 2, I can make into a Genius. And then I can activate Urgent Schedule to summon 2 Earth Machine from my deck, 1 level 5 or higher, 1 level 4 or lower. And normally I would summon the Scrap Recycler and the Blue Traveler because it's summoned in the Gleeful Genius zone, you can add a level 5 or higher machine from your deck. So this is very powerful when going second. Well, like a single normal summon that would make your opponent think about what to do. So that is the reason why I play 3 back. And while playing this deck, I find it you want to have access to Scrap Recycler as fast as possible when going second, or even if you're going first, because you want it to hit the field because it can send multiple times. Mostly there are some targets that you want to send to the graveyard, for example like a Harvester, Traveler, the Gizmek, the Ruin Force, or the Citadel. These are some of the best targets that you can send. Like Harvester is very nice. Blue Traveler is one of the strongest card. Gizmek is very decent, and then these 2 are like situational, because there are times I play against like destruction based effect. So sending Citadel basically have a very good pressure against like those decks. For example, like I play against Lunar Light, so yeah, this is a decent lineup for Scrap Recycler to send. And other than that, you can send like the other Infinite Track, so it really fills the spot if you do not have access to Earth Machine in your deck. And then because of the new support, we have a very easy to access to level 4 Earth Machine, for example like Gear Frame, Pegasus, Convex Knight, and then Gearbox. You have 4 targets to use the second effect of Recycler to return to Earth Machine and then draw 1. So this is a very good card. I mean, like, this is one of the best cards in the deck that allows the deck to work properly. So And yeah, that is like literally the thing about the deck. That is that you want to have access to this card as fast as possible. And I guess I will show you guys, like I have not seen anybody do one gear frame combo, so I think I might play around with one card combo. So this is not scripted. This is just the combo that I recently find about this card. That is the reason why I play three back. So let's start with normal Machina gear frame. Effect to search for unclassed spell, effect to summon, effect to send. So in this situation, you want to send a Citadel, and then use two bodies to make a Gigan X detach. Search for, because we have already used our normal summon and we want to create another body, so I will search for Convex Knight effect to summon, and then effect to send. So this card have the effect to, if you control a machine monster on the field, you can special summon it from the hand as an ignition effect, and then it can become the level of a monster on the field, like even rank. So if his card is a rank 8, it can become a rank 8. So yeah, then you use two bodies into Genius, and then use the Fragment Blue Traveler to target the Citadel, because we can summon into the zone that Genius is point to, and because two cards are special summon in the zone Genius point to at the same time, you can search for level 8 or higher machine monster. So let's search for the Regulus effect to target gear frame the graveyard. Effect to summon, then you use these to make the new Flying Launcher. Flying Launcher have the effect that you can search out one Earth machine, or you can search for a trap of the train. So in this situation, I would search for a scrap recycler. As I've said that you want to have access to this card as soon as possible. And then this card also have the effect to have a additional summon. Effect to send. So I will send a Infinity Track, so Harvester, to the graveyard, and then you use two bodies to make into the Ballista effect to search for the box effect to search for the Trencher. And before we do anything with this card, you can activate this card to tribute and then effect to target these two in the graveyard to shuffle it back, and you can shuffle two level 4 Earth Machine monster from the graveyard to draw one. For example, like we draw one random card, and then we link one into the Clockwork Knight effect to tribute and summon back this card effect to dump it again. This time I want to send this card, so yeah. And then we want to use this card effect, Trencher effect, to banish targets, summon it, effect to search. The main target we search is the Brutadose. effect to tribute, and then summon effect to summon. And then we'll make a rank 5 because if we want to swarm the field with Earth with rank 10, so basically we want to search out the field of the Earth machine. So I'm going to search for the blue traveler effect to okay, oopsie, to search for the Earth machine field spell, revolving switchyard. So it has two effects. The first of it is you can discard one card and then search for the level 10 Earth machine monster. And the second effect is that if you summon a level 10 Earth machine monster, you can special summon from the deck one level 4 Earth machine with the attack to 1800 or higher. And for the rest of this turn, your opponent do not receive any battle damage. So we search for the field, and then effect of Harvester to target regulars, both to become level 10. And I will use the effect of Gizmek to target the blue traveler to summon it back. It basically targets a Earth machine with equal attack to and defense in the graveyard to summon back. We have two targets. One is blue traveler, and the second one is Gustav Max. So, and we have two level 10s right here. We will make the first Gustav Max effect to detach and burn, and then we will use these two to make. Normally, if you want to go for the FTK lines, you want to make one Gustav Max into Angle Knuckle, and then you will use the Angle Knuckle effect to send the second Gustav Max to the graveyard in order to FTK. But in this like one machine and gear frame combo, one card combo, you do not have the ability to FTK. So I'm going to show you guys the non-FTK version of the combo. Effect to send to the graveyard to target blue traveler, to send to summon back. A field spell effect to summon back, to summon the Pegasus. And with the field spell, you can summon like a Gear Frame or Convex Knight. Pegasus effect to target the second level 10 in the graveyard. Let's target the second blue traveler, and then use the effect of Pegasus to turn Scrappy Cycler into a level 10, because with the field spell effect, Pegasus is a level 10, so this card becomes a level 10. You use two bodies to make into the second Gustav Max. Effect to detach. Remember to detach the Flying Pegasus to do an extra 2,000, and then you rank up into Gustav Rocket by discarding one Ancient Gearbox. So this card is basically a monster negate if it has material, and you can rank up it. You can exceed summon using a Gustav Max as a material and discard one card. So I will discard a box in my hand, and because we have two Earth Machine in the graveyard, I will use the Recycler effect again to draw another card. And because this is a level 10, I will use these two to make the 81. And then I will use the Tunneler effect to target 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Shuffle it back to the extra deck to draw another 2 cards. So with one gear frame, you draw 4 cards, with another 4 cards in your hand, basically 8 cards. So this is a very, very nice combo with a single gear frame. Now, so let's go to the second combo that I wanted to show you guys today, which is a 1.5 card combo. I've seen a lot of combo on the internet, but I've never seen a 1.5 card combo with machine redeployment, and I personally found this combo myself. So I mean, let's start with these two cards. So I just have an oopsie, so this is a third time. So basically activate redeployment to search for gear frame and unclass bear. Unclass bear effect to summon, and then itself effect to send. I will send to the graveyard the fortress. I will summon the gear frame effect, search for ruin force, then use it as a summon for fortress. So I will make these two into the Gigi-NX effect to detach and then search. Normally I would search for Convex Knight because it is like literally the best card. And then use these two into the Ballista effect to search for two. So I will search for the box and then the Babel Decker because it has 500 attacks. And then I will banish 3 machiners, so to summon the Ruin Force. Convex Knight effect to summon and it turns itself into level 10s. And then effect to dump to send from the deck to the graveyard the Blue Traveler. Use these two for exceed summon to summon Flying Launcher. So you want to have access to Scrap Recycler as fast as possible. And then normal summon the Babel Decker effect to summon from the hand, summon Scrap Recycler to send. So with this line of combo, you basically can send 3 times. So the main targets are Harvester, Gizmek, and then Trencher. And then I use these two for Link Summon into Genius. Effect of Blue Traveler target Scrap Recycler to summon it back, and effect to send. Chainlink 2 to add a level 5 or higher machine from the deck. I'll add Therion, and then you can dump Trencher to set up for the infinite track plays. And then you use these 2 cards to make the first Gustav Max detach to burn, and then let's effect to target the card that you do not want to summon back. Let's deal with Gigi-NX. Okay, and then I will link 1 into Clockwork Knight effect to tribute to summon back the Scrap Recycler. We want to feed the Gustav Max to the graveyard in order to recycle them. Effect of Scrap Recycler to send a 3rd time. So in this situation, I will send the Gizmek. And then let's start with the Infinite Track. We want to have access to level 10, so let's summon back the Harvester. Harvester effect to search for Brutal Dozer. Effect to target these 2 into level 10s. And in this situation, basically our boards are kinda full, so I will use 2 monsters to go into a Link 2. And then I will use the effect of this card to send to the graveyard to bring back Blue Traveler. These 2 are level 10s, so I will use these 2 into the Gustav Max effect to attach and then burn 2000s. You can, and then effect the Brutal Dozer to tribute Gustav Max, summon itself, and then effect to special summon from the deck. This card, then you use Tunneler with Brutadozer to make River Stormer effect detached to add a level Earth Machine. And we want to add Blue Traveler for the Fuse spell effect to this card. Search for the Fuse spell. Then we activate the Fuse spell. So in this situation, we want to recycle back all of the Earth Machine that we want to recycle. And in this situation, 2 Gust of Max, a Glee Forward, a Fire Launcher, and a Clockwork Knight. And then we can draw 2 cards. For example, like we draw these 2 cards. Okay, nothing very important. And then we will use these 2 cards to make into a link 2, like bring back Genius. And then we will use a Gizmek effect to bring back the Blue Traveler. The Revolving Switchyard effect to summon out these Pegasus. And then Pegasus effect to bring back another level 10. Pegasus effect to target the Scrap Recycler to turn Scrap Recycler into level 10. And then we use these 2 into the third Gust of Max. Detach to burn, and during the combo we have 2 level 4 Earth Machine effect Scrap Recycler to recycle back and then draw 1. And then we use this card to make the Gust of Rocket. This card is basically a monster negate, and then we make the 3rd Gust of Max. Basically a 8,000 and with a Parry on the field. So this is like the 1.5 card combo that I have never seen anybody post on YouTube. So that is the combo. So yeah, there are some changes that you can make for the deck list. For example, like you can consider play 3 Convex Knight. This card is very good. And yeah, that is the deck list. There are some tips and tricks. For example, like Revolving Switchyard. You can when you go in second, I normally do not use the effect to summon from a deck. I would just use the effect to discard and then search for a level 10 Earth Machine to OTK. So yeah. And like I do not really know how to improve the deck, but I will have a version of the deck for the Blazing Dominion format of the deck. I guess if you are not playing like the Future Fusion Nova package, you can increase the number of extender and starters. For example, like you can up the amount of Harvester, you can up the amount of Convex Knight, you can play other options, for example like Rope Rollers or Metal Cruncher. Metal Cruncher is a great card when paired with the Machina Overdrive. So basically, during the if you normal summon, you add unclass spell, and then you got draw. You can use the unclass spell effect to send the Citadel from the deck to the graveyard. Here it is. So basically, if you normal summon Gear Frame, unclass spell effect to summon itself, and then your opponent chain draw, you can send Citadel, and then you can use triple tactic thrust to set overdrive past turn, and then overdrive to target Gear Frame, destroy it, to summon Metal Cruncher, Channeling 1 to summon itself, Channeling 2 to reveal 3 and search. So basically a follow-up for the next turn. So this card is kind of decent. And Road Roller is a kind of okay extender. I do not have high expectation for this card. But during the playing of the deck, there are some cards that I have put into consideration. First of all, Earth Slicer, Enter Blathian Zeus. Zeus, you can easily make it with a Harvester in a train, so if you cut out Vimana, I would recommend playing Zeus. And then these are the two cards that I am having some trouble with. Like, there are some situations where I can use Harvester and Fortress to make a rank 9 machine, so I can make an Enter Blathnir or an Earth Slicer, and both of these cards are great when going first or second. Like, this card is really good when going first, or either first or second, because it can banish non-target and it can rip a card in the hand, and this card can help with the Earth Machine's play style. Like, you can make this card and then you can actively attach 2 material to destroy your own card, and then Citadel will jump from the grave if a Earth Machine is destroyed. So, but yeah, you can play these two in the cider, but I find it to be not very optimal. Like, if we are playing like a TCG format, like I can cut this package, and yeah, you can play like the side or slicer or Enter Blathnir. It really depends on the situation, but I would not really recommend. But if you want to play the Shadow package, you can play 1 Shikinaga and then 1 the Dragon, that when it's sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you can destroy a spell trap on the field. So yeah, that are my thoughts on the Earth Machine decks in general. And I really like this deck, and I hope that it will have a decent support in the future, because with the new support, the deck is really good against like some really good decks. So if you guys have any ideas, any criticism, any question about the deck, you can please leave a comment under the video so I can answer them. And if you like the videos, please like and subscribe. In the future, I will make a Blazing Dominion format deck list. So yeah, thank you for watching, and see you guys later.